Welcome back, everyone. Today we are doing Ryujin Industries faction quest called Sabotage. We need to meet Dalton in his office. Let's do it.
Good.
Yo, Dalton,
All right,
talk with me.
I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
So this clears Imogen of wrongdoing. Good.
Does this mean we can bring Imogen back?
In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding.
I knew Imogen was innocent.
Yes. You made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogen was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
I can understand the need for deception, but it does come at quite a cost.
What is Imogen going to do in the meantime? Stay in hiding?
Imogen is a resourceful woman. I have no doubt she's in a safe house of her own design. In fact, she probably sees this as a paid vacation. My guess is she's lounging on a couch somewhere, binging all those movies she hasn't had time to watch.
Understood. I demand solid proof that no one can question.
The people we're dealing with will expect nothing less. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
Ularu's fooled you before. What makes you think you can find something on this program?
If I can't find hidden code on a single slate, I certainly deserve to be fired. Ularu is limited in what she can hide here. Plus, she'll have no reason to believe anyone will be looking in the first place.
What if there's nothing incriminating on this program Ularu gives me?
Then we'll have to find another way to build a case against Ularu. And it won't be easy.
Whatever program Ularu gives me is yours. There's no way she frames Masako too.
Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I have no doubt she'll be bold enough to hide something within whatever program she writes. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Let's do it.
Please, sit down.
Ooh, all the members are here. Let's sit down. I'm the most important, of course. Well, he's taking his time walking here.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogen Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
I was able to find and confront Imogen about the situation.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogen is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
We can't blame Dalton for this.
Watch me.
Imogen's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
They were performing illegal human trials at the clinic.
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
What? Today is the day I get the operation? When it comes to pioneering technology advancements, you bet I'm ready.
Good. I can tell Vina is going to enjoy working with you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Okay. Let's see. Does anyone want to
You
talk with
should
me?
be heading down to R&D.
How did you become a CEO?
I was elected CEO when my predecessor, Itaru Saito, was proving to be incompetent. He was jeopardizing our relationships with both the Free Star Collective and Benjamin Bayou, which would have made doing business extremely difficult for Ryujin.
Ryujin should be independent of both.
In an ideal world, yes. It's a goal I look toward. But a move like that isn't something that happens overnight. Unraveling the complex relationship would be years of work. So until it's no longer beneficial, I'm content to take it slow.
Okay. Anybody else?
You better get down to R&D before
You have a
Masako
very
begins to think you're
unique
incompetent.
look.
Who made you a fashion expert?
Someone with a great eye, luxurious taste, and years of people watching at the Astro Lounge. That someone is me, of course.
I'm flattered.
Oh, that's precisely how I meant it. In the effort of making small talk, I hope you're enjoying your newly gained position. Our operatives are quite the expense, but a necessary one. You're proving to be quite the outlier.
I always aim for perfection.
We have that in common. I believe I've met my social quota for the day, so I'll be continuing on with my work now. Perhaps we'll chat another time. The news about Imogene is unsettling.
Why is the cost of my mistakes deducted from my pay?
Well, partially because they're your mistakes. The deduction is both a deterrent and incentive. Avoid errors and strive for perfection. Masako instituted this policy when she became CEO, and it substantially reduced our collateral damage.
What is your job title at Ryujin?
I'm the Chief Financial Officer. I oversee all of Ryujin's accounts. Fund distribution, financial planning, risk management. I prefer working with numbers. They're far more honest than people. At least for the person manipulating them.
How do you manage to keep your records legit with a department like operations?
That information would be considered a trade secret that is well above your pay grade. Suffice to say, very meticulously and with a bottle of well-aged scotch. Come chat again soon.
Good luck with that procedure. You're in good hands with Vina. Trust me.
You're in charge of both marketing and public relations, right?
Oh yeah. When Masako promoted me to head up marketing, I told her I wanted complete control of all public-facing aspects. Being the brilliant mind that she is, she didn't even hesitate. Every facet of Ryujin's narrative is carefully crafted by me and my team, with plenty of help from operations, of course.
What kind of work do us operatives create for your team?
Cover stories, mostly. If an operative is caught or Ryujin involvement is suspected, we go into damage control. It's a lot of conversations and negotiations, working with witnesses, law enforcement, the press, not to mention preparing our own statements so we can quell any oncoming storms, or at least get ahead of them.
How easy is it to market new RAMs?
The NeuroAmp campaign is always a delicate subject. I have a love-hate relationship with it due to how polarizing the technology can be for some. It's easy to get our target audience to buy in, but it's the naysayers that we really want to appeal to, and that's our biggest challenge.
Alright.
Masako and I should be fine wrapping up this meeting without you.
So much work to do. I'm impressed you all managed to handle the situation without needing my help.
I imagine Ryujin keeps your department pretty busy.
Busy is an understatement, but most of what we deal with is considered routine, so our workload is manageable.
Do you get a lot of lawsuits about new RAMs?
Thanks to my predecessors, no. The user agreement for NeuroAmps is very clear. It stipulates that once activated, the user assumes complete responsibility for the hardware, its usage, and any risks that may come with using such a device.
How's Jalen doing?
Your guess is as good as mine. Jalen and I don't speak too often. It's always prompted by a special occasion or a tragic event of some sort. We aren't a close-knit family, unlike some who work here, and I'm under the impression we both prefer it that way.
Okay, let's see. Our next objective. Meet Vina in the new RAM division. Let's get the operation completed.
Ryujin has certainly taken time to craft an appearance for itself.
Always makes me nervous.
NeuroAmps are fascinating, are they not?
Ah, here's my lucky
I'm still
candidate.
surprised they have not been
I hope
completely
you're ready to
outlawed.
embark on one amazing journey.
What exactly does this internal new RAM do?
The internal neuroamp is basically the next leap in our line of influential amplifiers. It gives the user dominion over a less dominant target, meaning you can heavily influence another person's thoughts and actions.
Is the ability to influence someone like that even legal?
Technically, that remains to be seen. It's not legal, but those decisions will be left up to a higher power who is neither you nor me.
Whoa, that sounds almost like mind control to me.
Hey, let's not get carried away there. That terminology is a bit heavy-handed. So, are you ready to get started?
Are you actually qualified to perform an operation like this?
Neurosurgery is my specialty. I've performed more operations than I can count on a wide variety of brains. So I like to think that I'm wildly overqualified. Really, I could do this in my sleep.
Yep, just don't fry in my brain.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
What sort of risks are involved here?
There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates.
Right, because joking around here before surgery is always reassuring.
You're gonna be fine. All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go. Don't worry, if I'll go, stop by any time. We always have something interesting going on.
I can see how
Alright.
neurosurgery might be
Let's
a
do
little
it.
intimidating, but Vina and I have been doing this for a long time.
All right, let's get this party started.
Let's hope there won't be any side effects for this. It seems like it will be a permanent ability of some sort for our character. We'll see about it.
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Well, that was quick. Cool.
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Does this mean the procedure was a success?
Huge success. No surprises, no signs of rejection. You were the ideal subject. Now, we just keep our fingers crossed and hope no unknown side effects come creeping in later.
I feel fine. Everything seems to be the same.
That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
If the effect is temporary, how long will it last?
Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration.
There goes my plan for a lifelong minion.
Now that's something to talk to the drone engineers about. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
Isn't he one of your top employees? You'd really risk his life?
Our preliminary testing was rigorous enough that there's little to no risk involved here. The biggest unknown was finding the perfect compatible alloy for the implant. We've had the tech itself working externally for quite some time.
That's awfully brave of him, considering what happened at the clinic.
Please, we're not Infinity. We believe in due diligence when it comes to tech like this. But, just in case something does go wrong, we've got him locked up in the test chamber. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck. Just head up to that observation deck. I can't wait to see this tech in action.
Have you given any thought to the repercussions that tech like the internal neuroamp comes with?
Every now and then. I understand the dangers, which is why I also came up with the shielding mod. But there's a lot of tech out there we use every day that has plenty of dangerous implications. This is why I leave repercussions for people like Misako and Alexis to figure out.
What were your notes on the internal neuroamp again?
My first note was that you can only influence one person at a time. This is due to the focus required to use it. Second was that the effect is temporary. If you use it to pacify an attacker, be prepared to deal with them when it wears off. I know it's not ideal, but I'm hoping to address it in future iterations.
Can you go over the internal neuroamp works? How it works?
The internal neuroamp amplifies your brainwaves, focuses them on your subject, and overwrites their own electrical impulses. Your subject will believe anything they do while under your influence is of their own volition.
Okay.
I'm always happy to chat about my work.
Let's see. Go to the observation deck. Let's do it. Okay. Press F to open your scanner and target the person you want to manipulate. Press E to bring up your social skills and select manipulation. Once a person has been manipulated, select the object or person you want them to interact with. Okay. Let's see. So scanner. Diplomacy, instigation, intimidation, and manipulation are all social skills that you activate while your scanner is up. Hover your cursor over the target and press E, bringing up the social skills. Select skills which you want to use with the mouse scroll wheel. If you failed a social skill, your target will be immune to the future social skill items. Okay. So E. Test room keycard, take it. And now you can open the door. So each time I need to press on him, it seems. Open the door. Unlock this test room key. Okay.
As an observer, the effect is quite unnerving. It is hard not to immediately...
Does Mrs.
Oh my
Collar know
god,
you're
that was
wandering
incredible.
around up here?
What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest. Watch your hands. Lots of delicate equipment around here.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
Well, the controls were pretty clunky, but if I suffer any side effects, do I get any compensation?
Well, I'd leave that up for Alexis and Lyndon to decide. Compensation's not really my thing.
It didn't feel like anything at all to me.
Yes! Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
You didn't feel violated at all?
Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room, it could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future, though. So many situations to account for.
What if I had used it to make you kill another person?
Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work out. Obviously, tech like this is going to come with its fair share of red tape.
I agree. This opens up a lot of possibilities.
When it comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
I probably will need to utilize this new skill.
Oh, Masako told me about imaging. It's completely irrational, right? I think I'll be processing this one for a long time.
How does it feel to have finally completed the internal neuroamp?
It's so satisfying. Not only that, it's like this incredible tension has been lifted off my shoulders. I guess I never realized how much my drive to complete it affected me.
What did you intend for the internal neuroamp to be used for when you came up with the idea?
It wasn't so much the intention as the challenge it represented. Masako actually proposed the idea, citing numerous advantages for Ryujin. I couldn't resist. I'm sure you were hoping for a higher calling within that story, but it's really the complexity and challenge that motivated me to do it.
Were you absolutely sure I'd recover from the neuroamp procedure?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I wasn't. Nothing in science is absolute. I had a hypothesis that you'd be alright, which we proved correct via experimentation. The perfect scientific process. The seamless integration of my internal neuroamp into your brain structure is the happy consequence of that experiment.
That's reassuring.
Bye.
Did you really not feel anything when I used the internal neuroamp on you?
Not a thing. It was like those moments where you lose your train of thought, or space out for just a moment. If you're worried about using it in Infinity's HQ, I guarantee no one there's going to notice.
Are you really not worried about how dangerous the internal neuroamp is?
Well, sure. It's one of the many things where, in the wrong hands, it can be considered exceptionally dangerous. But at the same time, have you read about the Colony War? A tool like the internal neuroamp could be the key to preventing another one.
What if you experience side effects later on? Aren't you worried at all?
If you'd seen the studies and tests we've run, you'd understand why I'm not concerned. Besides, if anything does happen, I've got the best neurosurgeon in the settled systems to help me find a solution.
Okay,
See you later.
next objective. Talk with Masako in her office. Let's find her.
Supposed to attach that.
Okay,
Good, you're here.
let's see what she says
I
to us.
wasn't sure how accurate Vina's. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity LTD. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
All I need are the details.
All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity LTD. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
What are the benefits of option A versus option B?
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
Would I really be attending this meeting?
Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D.
Let's try the option B. I love the chance to use my acting skills.
Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Well, that's a lot to take in. How far in can I get with that identity you arranged for me?
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security is needed in this business.
That's a lot of ground to cover without getting caught.
Nothing a good operative can't manage. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity LTD, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
What about the people that know about it, like Lucas himself?
Anyone who comes forward to defend Lucas would be prosecuted as either aiding or being an accessory to these crimes. They all know career suicide when they see it. As for Lucas himself, if he wants to speak up and add corporate theft to his laundry list of crimes, fine. But who's going to believe him?
It is best to keep the public unaware of such a device.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
Understood.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
So who is left to deal with once the civilians are all gone?
I'm told security has masks to handle the situation, so the guards will still be stationed in the building. It's also possible they'll activate their building's defense system as well. You may run into a few automated turrets, so you'll still want to try and stay out of sight.
Where is the computer I need to use this passcode on?
If the information Simon provided is accurate, you can reach the control systems through a computer located in the maintenance area. It's a pretty convenient stop if you enter in through the roof access.
Alright, I'll take it into the consideration.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
So does this officially make me a senior ranked operative?
Please, you're an exception. But we can talk promotion after you pull off this assignment.
Suit or no suit, they'll never know I was there.
And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
What if David Barron doesn't believe the story?
It doesn't matter what he believes. David's first move will be to verify the information you provide. Once he receives confirmation, which he will, he'll see it as his duty to report the news.
I'm giving the Overseer program to David Barron?
Ularu assured me it's safe.
The Overseer program will purge itself once its primary function is complete. The only thing left on that slate will be proof of Infinity's crimes.
I'd love to see the look on Luca's face when this story is broadcast system-wide.
You and me both. So, any final questions before you go?
How freely will I be able to move about in Infinity Ltd if I use false identity?
You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass.
How is the internal new RAM going to come in handy here?
You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, you could get them to move. If someone has a keycard, that means you have a keycard. The possibilities here are really up to you.
Could you go over my targets one more time?
Pay attention. We're giving you a slate with a program that has to be run on Lucas Drexler and Fei Sengsavan's computers. You also need to steal their current prototype of the internal neuroamp kept on their R&D floor. Once you're done, you're bringing the slate to David Barron at SSNN, and you're returning here to me with the prototype.
What kind of security am I looking at encountering in the Infinity Ltd?
Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful.
I'm ready to go.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
Okay.
Don't forget to have fun in there.
I look forward to listening to SSNN when you return.
What if I get caught?
Should you get caught, we'll deny knowledge of your plans, as usual. It will be your responsibility to find a way to still complete your assignment and return to us when it's done.
Who is Fei Sangsava? How does she fit into all of this?
Faye is the head of Infinity Ltd's research and development team. She's notorious for her lack of morality, so it's no surprise that Lucas has a woman like her in charge. You should ask Vina about her sometime. I've heard they have a bit of a competitive history.
Okay. Don't need to repeat all these questions. Let's see, we got some new stuff and we need to talk to Dalton. I need to equip the operative suit and helmet. Okay. Oh, pretty cool. Nice looking. Let's see what Dalton has to say to us.
Do you have the program?
Indeed I do. Of course, I hope you know what you're doing. Lara's work has evaded you before.
It's one thing to hide your work in a network with thousands of employees, not to mention access to a top-secret project that can let you control said employees. It's another to try and hide on a single slate. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right.
Okay, so give me the slate back.
Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Ularu was going to use me to plant fake evidence against Masako for her.
There's no doubt. Should you have even noticed the upload, the program itself is designed to ignore any stop commands. It would have been too late.
One down, one to go. Time to pay Infinity Ltd a visit.
Yes. I'm looking forward to putting this all behind us. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Okay, anything else?
Good luck. I'm sure I don't need to remind you about the importance of this assignment.
How was Ularu using the Overseer program to incriminate Masako again?
The Overseer program wasn't the only thing on that slate. Ularu also included a series of false communications between Masako and Lucas. Once you ran the Overseer program, it would upload those files onto Lucas's computer, framing Masako as the mastermind behind his recent crimes. I was able to isolate that code and copy only the necessary portions of the Overseer program onto the new slate that you now have. I'm keeping the original slate as evidence of Ularu's betrayal.
Is there anything I might need to know about this Skylar Lumen identity?
We left the details vague, so you can fill in what you like. The only knowledge Infinity has is that you are the CEO of a small startup company called Lumen Interactive.
Any helpful advice on this assignment?
Do whatever you can to remain undetected on this assignment. You now have the internal neuroamp at your disposal, so I suggest you use it.
Do you mind if I... Okay, I don't need to recap this. Enough of talking. Quick save. Next objective is to travel to New Atlantis. Alright guys, we're back to New Atlantis, and for some reason there's a fog. Yellow fog, yellow-orange fog all around here. No idea why. By the way, I noticed, forgot to even look at this. So this operative suit has a 25% harder to detect percentage increase, so it's pretty good. The bad helmet doesn't give any stats. Okay, our new objective. Enter the Infinity Ltd corporate headquarters with the roof access entrance or check in at the Infinity Ltd front desk. I kinda want to check the front desk. Want to go from the inside, not from the roof access or something. And let's see what she says to us.
Welcome to Infinity
This is
LTD's
saying,
corporate headquarters. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
can I get access to the marketing floor?
I'm sorry, but we only allow visitors to specific floors based on appointment only. Did you have one scheduled today?
Yes, my name is Skylar Lumen. I have an appointment with marketing.
Ah, yes, from Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you. I hope your appointment goes well.
Let's try this mission. Up to the marketing. Our objective didn't change, okay.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you were on your way.
What's up, Ortiz?
Make yourself comfortable.
Okay, so you didn't even want to talk
Our
to me.
waiting area is just to my right.
Let's sit. Nobody even cares about my outfit for the stealth mission.
I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Let's wait a moment. I forgot to... Wait, Andreja, can you stay here?
Yes,
Wait here a moment.
I can do that.
Or maybe not.
What is it?
Let's get
I
moving.
will watch your back.
I'll make her stay at the entrance. Let's see. Our new objective. 10 meters below us. Let's see. A guard. Or a roof access. Optional. Sabotage the heating system. So, where's the heating system? Which floor is it? Alright, I have no idea which waypoint shows what area I need to go to. So 30 meters there, the elevator, and 11 meters there. Let's try the elevator first. Let's go to the roof access. Alright, so this is the ventilation area. Probably need to sabotage this thing. Oh, I see. Let's use our ability, manipulate 100%. Use the switch to disable these ventilation propellers. Okay. Now let's go down. And we are in the probably correct area. Let's do a quick save. 15 meters away. There's a button. Probably disables maintenance systems. Let's do a quick save. Warning. System inspection is 270 days past due. Maintenance report. The following systems are past due. Okay. Critical systems. The following systems are considered to be in critical condition. Heating. Warning. System. Okay. Activate system. Something will probably break if I activate it. Optional completed. So heating system just broke down.
Gas leak detected.
Yep.
All non-essential.
Let's see. New objective. Run the program on Lucas' computer and find a way into research and development.
Personnel must evacuate the building.
We need
Please
to-
find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Need to go down 30 meters. Oh, there's a dude. I don't really want to kill him, probably. He's the one that deactivated the propellers for us. So maybe I can go down with these shafts. I can. Let's do a quick save. 33 meters. 30 meters. Don't know which one do I want to go first. Can I even breathe down in the area with all these toxic gases? Not sure. Okay. 25 meters. Okay, so we need to get down into the toxic area. Let's see. Let's try jump down. Alright, so there's a dude. Maybe we'll try to manipulate him. Nope, cannot. Oh shit, you see me.
Sound the alarm!
Okay, let's do this the hard way. Let's use our armors. Shit. Sure. I'll take the loot from these dudes too. Do not get the alarm. Okay. I think we can do this without stealth. Find a way into the research and development. Let's do it. Okay. I think we got rid of all the civilians with the toxic gases, so whatever, we can kill all these guards. Let's go jump down. Okay. We found a way into the research. Obtain new RAM, run the program on Faye's computer. Random turrets. Okay. Is he dead or is he not? Floating in the air, no idea, without health bar. Level 44? Damn. Shit. Taking a beating in here. Okay, let's see. 10 meters away. PS computer. Overseer program. Let's run it. Workspace. Appointments. Messages. Nothing important. Right. 30 meters away. Let's see what's up with that area. Turn off that shitty alarm. Requires an ID card, and I think I saw an ID card, but I didn't want to take it before because it was a stealing. Yep. An ID card. Let's open this. Okay. Ooh. Cyber Runners Cypher 05 laser weapons per memory do 5% more critical damage. Too bad I don't use these type of weapons. Okay, holding chamber. Let's open it. New RAM prototype. I'll take it. Deliver the evidence to David Barron at the SSN. Whatever was it? SSN field office. Okay. Okay, let's use a health pack and let's try to get out of here. Stupid assholes. Okay. Let's go to entrance and hope nobody is attacking us there. Okay. Nobody. Good to... good that nobody in the Atlantis will know about it. Let's get moving.
Yes, good. Let's go.
Let's see. New objective. David Byron. Where is he? 80 meters away. Let's go to him. Quick save.
I am glad there is still a reliable source of news in the settled systems, though it often
Yo,
travels
dude.
significantly slower than light.
Everything on this slate is true, and satellite systems need to know about it.
Is that so? Spoken like a true tabloid reporter. What's this so-called story about?
Give slate. Find out for yourself. The details are on the slate.
All right. I'll take a look. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence.
Isn't the truth more important than how it was obtained?
Well, obviously the truth is what matters most. But oftentimes, the source can help substantiate the evidence. We have a reputation to uphold as a news network. I'm sure you can understand that.
I can't reveal my sources. I'm sure as a reporter you understand that.
Of course. I just hope your source is as reliable as you think they are. Maybe your friend here would care to comment?
The friend has no comment.
I see. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
Anonymous.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do. This story isn't going to investigate it.
Report to Masako at Ryujin Tower. Let's get back to the Neon City. Alright guys, and we are back at the Neon City, Ryujin Tower, executive offices. Let's go talk with the leaders. And I hope that they didn't care about me shooting all the guards in the LTD area.
I've got my eye on you.
Let's talk.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment.
Whoops. I did the best I could under the circumstances.
Your best is sorely lacking. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp.
It was extremely useful for that one time.
And yet not useful enough to avoid a body count? Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Citizens of New Atlantis were shocked today when an unidentified assailant left several dead at the Infinity LTD building.
Whoops.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
How does Infinity's laws gain Ryujin's public faith?
Infinity is about to crumble before the eyes of the public. They employ thousands of people, and those thousands of people are now worried about their jobs. That's where we come in. First, we'll issue a public statement expressing disgust at their leadership, but sympathy for the innocent workers. That's when we offer to acquire them.
Ryujin buys Infinity Ltd and no one loses their job.
Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
I suppose it is all very simple when you do not consider the impact on actual human lives. Just your bottom line.
Do you really think Infinity Ltd has any employees of value?
We've already done some initial evaluations, so I'm certain of it. Infinity has a lot of appeal being in New Atlantis. I'm sure plenty of brilliant minds are there because they prefer the location. Plus, there's always that handful of people that think they've got something to prove by not working for Ryujin. As if other corporations are really any better.
Sounds like a win-win situation to me.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
You want me to use the internal new ramp on the board members?
Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know.
If they don't agree, I'll be sure to make them listen.
Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Okay. Mission Sabotage, final completed. Wow, that was a long mission. Anything else you want to say?
Remember to
Nope.
take any opportunity.
Okay guys, this is a great place to pause the video. I hope you enjoyed watching my playthrough. We failed a little at the end with our stealth mission, but whatever, everything went alright at the end. So, in the next part, we'll be talking with all the Ryujin executive members, and we'll see what they have to say. We need to change their minds with our new ramp ability. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye.